Welcome to our It's Electra series.
In this series, we're going to share with you gear based on and inspired by the Electra distortion circuit.
Join us on this journey where we get the most tone out of the least circuit. Today we're looking at the M drive from Emerson Custom Guitars, and it's a transparent overdrive, but it's also part of the Electra series, and we're just going to talk a little bit about it.
It is, and I did reach out to them at one point to see if we could talk to them about this a little bit, since we're including it in the series. Didn't hear back, but a lot of the different forums and stuff we looked at online kind of classified this as one of the Electra based pedals. A little bit different, and then we have two knobs, right? So we have, a volume and a gain on it. So that makes it a little bit different. There's definitely, they've done something to maybe that original circuit. Like we've talked about 100 times, nobody's really, they're not just putting the original circuit in, people are tuning them and whatever. Interesting, the conversation I had with Jamie Stillman from Earthquaker, we were talking about some other pedals, and I brought this one up, and he said that he didn't know whether it was true Electra circuit or whatever, but he said that he had a couple of them. He loved them, thought they were good pedals. And then he said that it didn't sound like an Electra distortion to him. And he said that might be testament to them and what they did with the pedal. And
how the way they tuned it, cocktailed it.
Yeah. So we'll find out tonight, what's up with that. But yeah, I think that was a good place to start. So we don't know a lot about Emerson and what they're doing with that stuff. But we thought, everybody talked about it online. Let's include it in the series. And it gives us a chance to have a little bit of fun. We found this one on the used market. Right. So let's check it out.
Playing 2011 Strat. We always do this. Like, I should know.
I don't think you've ever got the year right on it. And I have to look it up, so it's a mystery.
It's other than the colors.
It's an anniversary.
That is true. It's the 60th anniversary, I think.
Figure it out.
54, 60. Carry the one. Playing it through the Tyler JT22 through the ever-present Dispatch Master. There's what you get as far as a delay. Here's my clean tone.
So you think we just maybe start with everything at noon and kick it on and play with the knobs a little bit and see what it does?
All right, here we go.
That's pretty cool. I think a lot of people use this as like kind of that early gain stage up in the front. Definitely could use it as a boost. when you pull the gain back, and I pulled the gain back and putting the volume up a good bit, it had a nice... I'm not sure where I liked it, to tell you the truth. I liked it with the gain back and the volume up. I liked it with the volume back a little bit and the gain all the way up.
I think that caught my attention because it sounded a little bit different is when the volume was up and the gain was back. So at top end. I don't say this enough, but when we're in the room, like that sounds really good. And then with the mic close to the cabinet, sometimes you're not getting the same thing. So I think that when it added some of that top end back, I liked it, and I was thinking more about what that mic might be picking up. Because we always dial it into what we're here playing in the room, because we're not wearing cans. Anyway, that was a long disclaimer about.
So interesting. We have, and we've done this with all the other pedals we've done in the series, is we've put the. Is that where we go next? Yeah, I think so. We put the Lightspeed
Right.
in front of whatever pedal we're looking at in the Tomahawk after. And thinking about this pedal and some of the ones we have coming up, I've almost wondered, well, should we switch that and run this maybe into the Lightspeed or, and some of the other ones. But then I'm like, well, we've done it this way on every other video, so I think we ought to stay.
A little bit of a formula, right?
Yeah, we got to stay there. So we're going to do that. We'll let Pat start playing again. I'll click on the Lightspeed first so you can hear the drive that's coming out of Lightspeed from Greer amps. Then we'll kick on the M drive to see what it does. Turn them both off. Kick on the Tomahawk and then hit it with the M drive to see what it does. So you get to hear it after one and before one, I guess.
My little small mind is drawn to an organic overdrive into a transparent overdrive. It's organically transparent.
It should just basically disappear, right?
Right. Poof. All right. I love it in the room, which means it's probably a little bassy in the mix. It sounds huge.
I liked it in the Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Too.
I know I've said this, and I've never said which pedals because honestly I don't remember. Sometimes I said before, this combination is not always my favorite. I tend to like these, but this one, these two play nicely together.
Well, which one? So the M drive and the Tomahawk, because that's not on the screen.
Right, I'm sorry. The Emerson and the
Same the editing
Tomahawk.
here. Right. He was pointing to the Emerson and the Tomahawk.
Yeah. A lot of them I've liked the Lightspeed into whatever's in the middle. Mm-hmm. The majority of them. But there's been a few. Might have been the Chula. I don't remember. I shouldn't get down that path because I don't remember. But the Emerson, the middle pedal paired with the Tomahawk, I don't always like it. But here it sounds huge. And
I was going to say the same thing too.
It's huge.
And I'm not sure the Tomahawk is like the right pedal to be. It's kind of that Tweedy, modeled after that Tweed amp thing. So, already maybe a little bit. What's the word What's the word for that? They have a little bit of sag to them or something. So sometimes boosting that doesn't, but that sounded great. So
the obvious question is, there's a cleanup of the volume knob.
Right, but this pedal has me a little, in thinking of all the Electra pedals that we've done, they normally have, a lot of them have like a gaininess to them, and when you turn them up, they're getting more volume but not getting more gain.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, this one you have both volume and gain.
Right. And so this one you can clean the pedal up with the knobs. But the question we've asked a lot of times is, does it clean up the volume knob? So I guess you'll have to see if we need to turn that gain up a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, it does. I'm still amazed that when you roll the volume back, you still keep that top end. I actually like the clean sound. Sometimes I like the clean sound with the volume rolled back. I'm not trying to say it. With the pedal engaged, rolling back your volume. That clean sound I like better than just the regular amp clean sound.
Mm-hmm.
Took a long time for that to come out of my mouth, but that's what.
It was. I was talking to our friend Brody today.
Mm.
You know, who's been on the show a lot.
Yeah.
And he was talking about picking up one of these types of pedals, the Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's a volume knob player too. And I was like, make sure you try it. Turn the pedal on, roll your volume back. It's almost like, I forget who said this initially. Maybe it was Tim from TL Pedals. It's almost like having a treble lead.
Mm.
Right, because you can roll your volume back, but you're not losing that treble.
Right.
So, just out of curiosity, if we have both of those on.
Mm-hmm. I do like it.
I mean, just to go over what you were saying, I rolled all the way up clean. Let's turn that up. I think it sounds good.
They do sound good, but
then when you added those and rolled the volume back, you got some of that stuff. So, anything else to add?
I don't think so. I'm just enjoying that one's organic and one's transparent, and they sound great.
So, the M Drive from Emerson Custom Guitars. Thanks everybody that's watching, clicking the like button, all that stuff. Anytime you interact with the show, whether it's subscribing, joining the channel membership, or whatever, it really helps us out, helps us keep doing this, and we appreciate that. And I think with that,
I'm PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you, no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear.